my lovely wishes. How are you this morning? It's Holly. Welcome to Dandelion Stitches. If you're new, welcome. If you're back again, always happy to see you. Today we're going to do the first of a couple of videos on notions. I have a real weakness for a notion. I just love those, anything, really, just anything. Anything new and different or old, whatever works. I love a notion. So today we're going to do sticky things. Things that help us stick together our fabric or stick to something else that just makes it easier to sew. So we're just doing stuff that sticks. So let's go to the other camera and first of all, the poppy cotton that I was giving away found its new home. So but I will be doing that much more frequently, so hang in there. There may be more or other fabric that I'm just not loving. So let's go to the other camera and I will show you what I've got for today. Okay, we're going to start with a staple for me, that I've been using for ever since I first started quilting. It's the 505 temporary adhesive. I use it anytime I'm going to attach batting to anything. I have used this on full-size quilts. I've used it on table runners. I've used it on little things, on like mug rugs or coasters. I cannot say enough good things about this stuff. It doesn't take a ton of it. You just spray it on and then, you know, put your sandwich together or whatever, and it just smooths right out. It says no stain, acid free, and that it is washable. And I have found that to be 100% true. It's awesome. It's good stuff. Especially if you're like me and do not enjoy the safety pin. This is good stuff. And I keep it like right close at hand because you never know. So next up is glue, just good old glue. And I've got I'm going to have a little video in a second on how I use this glue. This is my favorite. This is the Roxanne Glue Basted temporary basting glue, and it's got two ends. Mine's I've had mine for a while, and it's gooky. See, ooh, yeah, we need to do some work there. But anyway, it's got a little bitty end that just does little dots. That's just embarrassing. I really need to clean that out. And then it's got a bigger one for clearly bigger dots. I almost never use the bigger one. I always use the little dot. I use it most frequently when I'm going to do put corners like snowballs, or when you're going to flying geese, when you're putting a smaller square onto a larger square. And when that piece is going to get cut off at the end, I put like 3 little drops, and it just adheres it. No pins, no clips. It kind of keeps it from stretching. I love this. So there's my square that I'm going to add a corner piece to. There's the glue. It's going to be a flying goose. And yeah, there's yuck on the end, but it's fine. And then I just put 3 little drops in the corners. I barely even have to squeeze it. It just kind of comes, it's not real loose, but it just comes out really nicely. And then you take your little piece that you're gonna put over the top and stick it there in the corner, and tap it down a little bit. Tap, 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 tap. I'm really overdoing it here. I really just usually go tap, tap, and let it go. And then you stitch along your line and cut it off. This is good stuff. This is kind of the same thing. This is Acorn Precision Piecing Product Seam Line Fabric Glue. This also, same thing. This one's got a teeny weeny little thing. You just can put on a little bit on that piece of fabric that you want to stick, and it just sticks right in. This it soaks into the fabric a little bit. It's more liquidy, I guess is what I want to say. And it soaks into the fabric kind of quickly, where this one sort of stays on top of the fabric, if that makes any sense. Maybe I should, hang on, let me find a piece of fabric. Okay, so this is the glue based it. And I just do like so. And see how it just kind of sits there on top until you're gonna put your other piece on. And then this one is plugged. Okay, well, it's not doing it. I guess I should have, I should eat my words. It's just sitting there on top. It used to, I always thought it used to, okay. So we're gonna just fold them over. Nope, I take it back. They both work. They feel exactly the same. So, this tip does have a tendency to clog, but you stick a pin in it, you know, no big deal. So I got no complaints on either one of them. Live and learn. Okay. Fray check. Fray check I don't use very often, but if you've got edges that are extremely fray-y, that are bothering you, fray check helps. And I only do this if I'm making a quilt for myself, but if you like I did it with a log cabin once. So like when you're piecing and then you go back and you're like pressing it and you notice that there's just like one little spot where you just didn't quite get everything into the seam. If you just stick a little fray check on there, yeah, it won't go anywhere, and it's worth having around. Like I said, I don't use it all the time, but it's worth having around. This is a new find for me, and let me tell you, I have a video here. Let me just show you the video first. So these are the flying geese that I was talking about. So it's this pen that's got glue inside, and you put it along the seam that you've just sewn, and just a little bit, just it doesn't hardly take anything, just a little bit along the seam, and it's got kind of like a tip that needs to be primed. But anyway, you do that. You're supposed to wait from 3 to 5 seconds before you press it or do anything to it. I don't know. I just wait for a second, and then you go ahead and use your iron as usual. And I am telling you what, it makes this flat, perfect. It's amazing. This stuff is amazing. Oh, we're going to do it again. Okay. Pen again. This time I'm going to prime that tip. There we go. You don't have to do it very often, but once in a while you got to prime that tip. Waiting, waiting, waiting. 5. Fold it up. The first time I did this, it was like, what? And I was so happy I had more to do, because, oh my gosh. There it is. You guys, I have never had such precise folded edges forever since I found this stuff. This is so good. I found this, come on, computer, on Stephanie's Stitches. Stephanie, she's got an Etsy shop called Stephanie's Supply Shop. And I guess I must have seen her use it maybe in a video. I'm not sure. But anyway, you comes with a big bottle, a refillable bottle, and then it comes with this easy press pen. So you take the whole lid off. Oh no, it's the bottom. You take the whole bottom off and you fill it with this stuff. And then this end has got like a squishy, so to get it going, you kind of press down and it comes out. And I'm assuming it's glue. I honestly don't 100% know, but I've got a video for this too, so maybe I already showed you the video. I don't know. But all you do is run it along your seam and then press, and it presses it like, oh my God. I was just like dumbfounded. I have never had such perfect piecing. My flying geese, oh, perfection using this stuff. Yay. This is good stuff. I don't, let's see. It's $11 for the refill. I don't see the actual pen on her site right now, but when I got them, they came together. So there is that. This is Easy Press Fabric Treatment. Prevents, this is the thing that it does. It prevents uneven shrinking, and reduces stretching. So you know how when you put your iron over it and sometimes it stretches a little bit, or this keeps it from doing that. I'm telling you what, you guys, this stuff is the bomb. It takes more time. I mean, if every time you're going to do, a half quarter or a half square triangle or a flying geese or whatever you're going to use this, it does take more time, but boy, the results are chef's kiss. So, real quickly, this, I don't even know what this is called. It's two-sided tape. Don't know where I got it. I don't use it frequently, but I do use it on occasion when I put in a zipper. If I'm concerned about that zipper moving around a whole lot, I put this double-sided tape under it first, and it's good. It gives you a really good result. So I will try and find what this is called, and I don't think it's Wonder Under, but I'll find it and I'll put it in the description box. And finally, another little something that changed my life in the world of sticking. This stuff sticks to your machine, and I will show you it on my machine in a minute. This is the tape on my machine, but you set it up so that the red line is where your needle, where your stitching line would be, and then this side, then they're on each side they are 1/4 inch lines. So when I got it in a box, I think maybe, and when I first got it, I was like, yeah, it's, I've got a zipper or a 1/4 inch foot. I can just follow that. It's not that important. Well, yeah, I put it on and I started to notice how much I was moving around my fabric when I could use this as a guide for lower down as it's feeding up into that 1/4 inch foot. This has been a game changer. My seams are so much straighter. It's much better. Just from having that little extra line farther down on your machine. Good stuff. And then if you're doing a point, as long as that point is, right pointing on that red line, this is good stuff. Somebody was thinking, this is good stuff. This is called Diagonal something. It's made in China. I got it on Amazon after I used up the one that I got in a box. So I'm sure I did not just purchase this. So that is it for the stickiness portion of notions. Tomorrow we'll go with a few more maybe mundane or everyday things that I use that I find very helpful. So that's it for now. See you at the other camera. Isn't it interesting how something really simple can just change your life? Like my walking foot, before I got a walking foot, oh, everything's good. And then you get the walking foot and go, really? Oh, goodness, what rock have I been living under? You know, and I was always a just pin it or clip it. But for things that you need to be really precise about, when you stick that pin in there or even the clip, it shifts the fabric around. And, you know, honestly, fabulous quilters probably don't even pin or make it stick in anyway. They just whip it on through there and it goes really well. But for those of us who need a little extra, I'm still sticking by this as my favorite, even though it did appear that this one, that was good. But this is it. So that's it for today. I hope everyone is well. It is still continuing to be gloomy and crabby here, but I'm still smiling. It's all right. I have awesome flowers in my hair. So anyway, be well, be safe, and I will see you soon. Bye.